Today we are going to learn about Holt's linear trend model. It is an extension of simple exponential smoothing. SES models only the level of the series, but Holt's method models two components. One is level and the second one is trend. Now this model is useful when your data has a clear upward or downward trend. There is no seasonality and you want a simple but powerful forecasting model. We don't have to do the stationary test here. Now let's go and import pandas as pd. I will read the variable, read the csv file and save it in the variable df pd dot read underscore csv, and then my csv file will remain same, that is daily coffee sales data sales.csv, and then I will pass the parameter parse underscore date is equal to date column here, and then day first is equal to true. And let me close this. I print df dot head. So this is the daily coffee sales data, the sales of coffee on a daily basis. And then we can also look at the shape of the data. I will just write here df dot shape, and there are total 365 samples. That means we have a data for the whole complete year. Now we also have to convert this date into index for time series forecasting. Let's do that. I will write here df dot set underscore index, and then the column name, which is date, and then the parameter in place is equal to true. And let me execute the code. If I write here df.index, you can see that we have set the index as true. There are total 365 days and frequency is none. We also have to define the frequency, that is also important for the time series forecasting. Since this is a daily data, we will write here d. So I will write here df is equal to df dot as frequency, and then it should be d. If you have monthly data, you can write m, and you can even use your weekly data. Now let's visualize this time series data. So I will import matplotlib.pyplot as plt, and then percentage matplotlib in line, and here I will write df of sales, and then dot plot. Inside this, the first parameter is title. I will write here daily coffee sales, and then figure size, this I will put as 10/4. You can give any number here, and then plt dot show. So this is the daily data. We can see there is some trend. Sometimes it is going up, sometimes it's going down, and we will model this. So let's fit our whole linear model. First, I'm going to import it from stats models dot tsa dot Holt winters import Holt, and then I will make a variable Holt underscore model, and then I will call this Holt and pass the variable, which is df of sales, and then I will fit using this. So I will call this Holt. I'll make a new variable first to save the result, Holt underscore result, and then I will call this object Holt model and call the function fit to fit our model. Now we can look at the model summary. So I will write here Holt print Holt underscore result dot summary. Now here in the output, you can see this is a dependent variable, that is the sales that we are forecasting. The model that we are using is Holt, optimized is true. So here it is doing the optimization by default. We can even pass the parameters. So let's say I will pass some parameters here and show you. So it has some parameters like smoothing level. This I will keep as 0.3. Then the other parameter is smoothing trend, which I will put at as 0.1, and then optimized is equal to optimized. Okay, I have to put a comma here first, is equal to false. So now it won't do the optimization on its own, but we are passing here these parameters value manually. So you can either do it automatically, so you can set this as true, or you can pass these numbers. So these numbers lies between 0 and 1. And if I execute the code here, and if again I will print the summary, you will see this will change to false. So I will do that, and now you can see it has turned to false. Then the trend is additive. Then these are the error metrics, AIC, BIC. So we have to make sure, or we always see that these error values are as low as possible. And we can also check the model diagnostic plot, but that is not needed. If you want, you can go ahead. And now let's do the forecasting. Since we have fit the model, we can forecast now. For that, I will make a variable forecast underscore steps. So I want to forecast for the next 7 days, and then forecast, I will create a variable, and then from this Holt result, I will call the function forecast, and then I will pass the steps here, which is forecast steps, that is 7 days, and then I can print this. Now here in the output, you can see these are the forecasted values for the next 7 days. So the sale of the coffee will be around 139 on 31st of December. Then on 1st of December, it will be around 140, 141, 143, and so on. You can also plot the actual versus forecasted plot. And after that, we will do the evaluation. So let me plot that plt dot figure, and then figure size is equal to, let's say, 10 by 4. Then plt dot plot df of sales, and then title or label, not title, label, this is our actual sales. Then plt dot plot, and then this time forecast dot index, then forecast dot values, and then label is equal to Holt's forecast, and I'll also pass a parameter color is equal to, let's say, red. And then we also need legend, plt dot legend, and then plt dot title. So let's say I will give the title as sales forecast using Holt's linear trend model, and then plt dot show. And here in the output, you can see it is saying that the trend will be upward and the coffee sales will increase for the next 7 days. Now we will also do the evaluation. So we will be using mean absolute error and mean squared error. And for that, I'm going to use sklearn here. So from sklearn dot metrics dot import mean absolute error, and then mean squared error. So this one, I'll make a variable train and test. So in train we will have this sales, and then the forecasted values of last 7 days forecast underscore steps, and then for test we will have this same. I'll just copy it from here and paste it here, and just instead this I will change from, so this will be like this from start to end, and then I will make a variable test underscore forecast, and then I will call this hold result dot forecast, and I will do the forecast on this steps. I will define length of test, so I will do the forecast on this test data. Okay, let me execute it now. I'll calculate this mean absolute error and RMSE here. So mean absolute error is equal to mean absolute error, and then I will pass here test, the test data and the forecasted value, and if I print this value, so it is 8.19. MAE, it tells us on an average how far our predictions are from the actual values, and here it is 8.19. So on average the model's forecast is about 8 units away from the real daily coffee sales. MA is also easy to interpret because it is in the same unit as the data, no squaring, no exaggeration. So if daily sales are around 200 units, an average error of 8 unit is quite reasonable. Now let's calculate RMSE. So I will make a variable RMSE, and then I will call np dot square root, and then I will call this mean squared error, and then again I will call this test and test forecast, and let me print RMSE. I have to import numpy. Let me import that. Import numpy as np, and it should work now. So RMSE is 9.79, and RMSE penalizes large errors more heavily than MAE. Here 9.74 means bigger mistakes are slightly affecting the model. RMSE is always greater than or equal to MAE, more sensitive to outliers. The fact that RMSE is only slightly higher than MAE tells us that there are no extreme forecasting error. That's how you can calculate or you can do the forecasting using Holt's linear model. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you like my video, you can subscribe to my channel. Thank you for watching.